that determines everything. If you do not come to worship assembly on Sunday, it is determined by how you see God. If you don't like church, if you don't like worship, if you don't appreciate praise, it is determined by how you see God. And so this meeting then is going to be based on how God sees it. How God sees it. It's how God, see, it's not how I see it, it's how God sees it. And not only that, but there is an obstacle to our seeing God correctly. Now Paul understood that. Paul understood that there was an obstacle that prevented believers and non-believers from seeing God correctly. And it's called the mind. I say it's called the mind. Now that is being able to conceptualize who God is and who you are without visual input. Now what I mean by that is we have to be able to visualize and see God and see his plan of salvation without visual input. We have not arrived at the point of understanding until you are able to visualize what God wants you and I to do without visual input. That input that one needs to be able to see God is called faith. Because faith is believing a thing is so, even though it's not so, that it might be. You see, faith is believing a thing is so, even though it's not so, that it might be so. Because if you can see it, it's not faith. Because faith is the substance, is the hypostasis of God. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the proof, the evidence of things not seen. If you're going to see God, you can't